The gentleman I'm about to bring to this circle right here, massively successful. You will know him because he was massively and is massively successful. 4 children that in their own right are also very successful. Multiple best-selling books that were runaway bestsellers. He dwarfs me in best-selling books. A hit TV show that literally changed TV forever. Many of you in the room know him because he's probably the best marketer on planet Earth with the strongest brand in the world. Some of you will know this guy because he's a real estate mogul, but most of you motherfuckers will know him because he is the 45th president of the United States of America, Donald J. Trump.
I love the game. I like the money, and the money is certainly a method of keeping score. But I don't do things for money. I do things because I enjoy doing them. That really sometimes can translate into more money than you would have made if you went just after the money.
Success was important, but you know what? I think this is true for almost everybody in the room. I think you have to love what you do. If you don't love what you do, you're not going to be successful. And I loved what I did. I did real estate. I went in early. I always loved sports. I would have loved to be any kind, not a bad golfer, right? When I talked about success, I always started, you have to do something you love. If you don't do what you love, you're most likely not going to be successful. And you know, you're going to have a lot of people, your parents included, they're going to be saying, don't do that, don't do that. And you have to listen to them. They're wise, they've been around, they've seen. And sometimes, and I tell people, sometimes they go into a business where basically you can't be successful. You know, nobody's successful. If you can get away from that, get away from it, if you can. But you have to make sure that you do something that you love. Try to go into something that you love that can be a good business. So, you know, a lot of people go into businesses that don't work, are just not good.
So when you're in New York City, like one of the most competitive places in the world, how do you stand out as a young man? How did you stand out? What did you do? And then how do you stay relevant in that environment that's so vicious?
So when I was young, I wanted to, well, my father built in Brooklyn and Queens, the boroughs, and he did a great job. He was a very strong guy, but a good guy, a guy with a tremendous heart, but he was strong, very powerful type of personality. And he built single family housing, whatever he built, but he'd save the nails and the sawdust and the chips of wood, and he'd take them and sell them. I mean, it's like extreme, but he was very extreme. I'll give you a quick story. So we have apartment buildings, and I walked to my father's desk in Brooklyn. This is a long time, I was young. And there's a picture of a roach, a cockroach, on a can, like a paint can, a 5-gallon paint can, and it's sitting on his desk. I said, Dad, what the hell is that? The cockroach was turned upside down, dead. And it said, the name of the product was Bye Bye Roach. And my father said, you know, this stuff is the greatest stuff we've ever used, but it's too expensive. I don't like it. So I'm sending it up to your uncle at MIT. They're going to analyze it. He's going to send it back and tell me what ingredients are in. I said, what are you doing, Dad? He said, I can save $4 a gallon. I say, Pop, is it really worth it? He said, yeah, it's worth it. That's the way you make money. And to a certain extent, you know, it's not penny wise. You got to save the pennies. You got to be, that's a great thinking. So he wants to take something that's expensive, that's good, and send it up to a laboratory at MIT, find out what the ingredients are, because he can save a couple of dollars a gallon.
How important do you think it is for this audience to have real estate as part of their portfolio?
I think real estate, Grant, is got to be part of a portfolio. It's been, first of all, there are tax advantages, depreciation. A lot of people, you'll look at a project and you'll have a loss. Now, not good for your ego, but it made money, but you don't pay tax, and it shows after depreciation, you have a loss. A lot of times they'll analyze my stuff. They'll say, well, you lost money. I say, yeah, I lost money. But you're not losing money. In fact, that loss, you can carry it over to other jobs where you're making a profit. So real estate, from the standpoint of tax benefits, has been great. But I love the real estate business. I love the creativity of real estate, and I think I always will. The most successful people today in the world, because they never quit and they never gave up. So just remember that. Never stop fighting for what you believe in and for the people who care about you.